Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. Let us warm ourselves up with a warm round of applause. So, in this Toastmasters meetings, like every other Toastmaster meeting, there are some ground rules that we should strive to follow for the next hour and a half. Keep yourself on mute unless it is your turn to speak. Keep your videos on as much as possible so that we can engage with each other through this virtual platform, and also talk about topics like politics, gender, and religion with sensitivity. With this, I wish you all the very best this afternoon for the meeting. And now I would again hand the virtual stage to myself as the presiding officer for this meeting. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Deeptendu. I am the current serving president of Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, and it is an absolute treat to be conducting these meetings in collaboration with Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. Can we have a round of applause for both these wonderful virtual Toastmasters communities? So I the other day I was just doing some internet surfing and I searched what is a story. So the internet, one of the websites, literaryterms.net, defined a story or a narrative as a connected series of events told through words, imagery, body language, performance, music, or any other form of communication. You can tell a story about anything, and the events described can be real or imaginary, covering both fiction and non-fiction, and leaving no topic, genre, or style untouched. Doesn't this definition sound a little bit like Three Idiots? What is the definition of a machine? I can't even recall the definition. But a machine is simply anything that reduces human effort, and story is something that connects to human beings. So story is nothing more than that. And through stories, this Toastmaster event is also a story, and all of us would be taking our own personal takeaways from today's meeting. So that is what makes experiences and stories very, very special. So I want to thank all the members and audience who have joined in this afternoon for attending today's meeting. And this one is going to be really special. But before moving on to the operative part of the meeting, I'd like to announce that Toastmasters Club of Storytellers has nominated the new EC team, which would be taking up responsibility from 1st of July. So today is essentially the last meeting of the current serving EC team. And of course, I'd like to say a big thank you to all the members of Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, the current serving EC team, and of course, Toastmaster Mohit and Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club, because of whom we have been able to conduct meeting week after week. So thank you all so very much. And now we would move on to the meeting. Today it is going to be a really special meeting, and the Toastmaster for today's meeting is Alokita, who is a content writer and author and also a coach. So I would like to hand the virtual stage to Toastmaster of the day, Alokita.
Hi everyone. You must be wondering where is Alokita and how come we are here on the stage. So let me spill the beans there. Alokita is out sick today. And once we got to know that she's not able to make it to the meeting, we had two options. The first option was to bring a digital twin of Alokita. You would have never come to know if it is Alokita or her avatar. And the second option we had was to leverage the theme that she had chosen and team up together to come out with something. We chose the latter. So this is Mohit Sahani, the Toastmaster of the day, co-hosting today with my friend Toastmaster Sagar. Sagar, would you like to share something?
Hey, hi everyone. Good afternoon. So thank you so much, Mohit sir, for asking me to join as your co-host today. And I hope, yeah, we will take this session forward and learn a lot more on the virtual reality today. So so
Ah, that looks amazing, Sagar. What is that?
you would be thinking what I am wearing on my eyes. So this is the device. which is going to replace the smartphones in the next 5 years. These are called as VR headsets or the virtual reality glasses. So by now, I'm guessing like most of you would have some sort of experience with this VR before. I hope I'm right, right? But for those who don't know what this device is, it can be hard to imagine how strapping goggles onto your face will look like, except being socially awkward. So this VR headset has the power to change or to bring the revolution in the real world. It is a device which can take you or give you an experience to the virtual world, experience anything. It can take you to the Taj paper. Today is actually about how, because I think this is something we already know. My point is that how fast in the next 5 years this technology will change, and it will bring or it will change the human capabilities of experiencing the things or to make the decisions. Well, this technology is not new. It has been introduced long back, 15 years back. The companies like Ford, BMW, and Volkswagen, the top car manufacturers in the world, they have already to reinvent their cars, but to sell them to their customers by providing them or giving them the experiences of their cars by sitting at their home, by having the customers sit at their homes. They provide the virtual experiences of their cars and drive their businesses. I wanted to dig a little deeper into this technology and how this technology actually improves the experience. Well, whenever you read a book, your brain is actually interpreting the text and pictures and try to understand the context and form an image or a story in your head. But this VR technology actually interprets things in a very distinct way. It will tell your brain that the experience is actually real and you are not in a virtual world. The VR actually activates the motor cortex, which is a part of the brain that controls the execution or the movements of your body. This will trigger the sensory system of your body and makes you feel that you are in a real world experiencing real things. And you can experience anything starting from operating a heavy machinery or doing a medical surgery or attending any concert and whatnot. There has been some researches I wanted to share. I was just going through website of whether this technology is actually helpful or not. So there has been a research by University of Harvard. It shows that about like there's a 9% improvement in the memory accuracy. If we are looking, if we are in a real world learning something, it improves the learning by 9%. Then looking at a flat screen, maybe on a video or reading a book. There's one more research I saw by a startup called Striver. It tells that there 12% in the recall and the response when we are experiencing the virtual reality. Well, this virtual reality is not just a trend but a revolutionary tool, and this will play a significant role in moving the humanity forward. We'll discuss a lot more in this technology today, but for now, let's take the session forward. Back to you, Mohit sir.
Huge round of applause for Sagar. Thank you for sharing those insights. And before we take this further, let me wear my extended virtual reality wearable device as well. Oh, wow. The world looks amazing with this on. But Sagar and everybody else, doesn't all this technology make us feel a little overwhelmed, a little anxious? Right? How many of us feel that all this technology can make us feel anxious? Let's see a show of hands. I see Deepti showing both her hands. Amazing. How about others? Nidhi, how does it make you feel? Prem sir, overwhelmed. Okay. Manoj, okay. A lot of people do feel that this can make us a little anxious, a little nervous, a little fearful. And that, friends, happen with every technology, every new invention that comes in. So, like Sagar said, we'll talk more about this, but for everybody's sake and for the sake of the guests, we have to also take our Toastmasters meeting forward. So, before we take the meeting forward, let's see if we've got any guests today in the meeting. We have, let's see, we've got Manoj who has been visiting us for a while, but we would like to bring him on the stage and let's ask Manoj what brings him back again and again into our meetings.
Well, the meeting, and this afternoon I was free. Saw that, yes, there is a meeting, so got in to learn something, to contribute something. Thank you.
Wonderful. A huge round of applause for Manoj. Yeah, do keep coming back. The next guest we have is Suraj. Suraj, would you like to share what brings you here today?
Hi everybody. Today is my week off, so that's why I'm here, and I really enjoy coming here.
Absolutely. And we feel wonderful having you, Suraj. A huge round of applause for you. Amazing. I think those are all the guests that we have today. So, for everybody's sake, let's talk about what the Toastmasters meeting looks like. Every Toastmasters meeting is divided into three segments. The first one is the prepared speeches. The second one is the table topics. And the third one is evaluations. So, let's start with our first segment. But even before we do that, let's invite our general evaluator for the day. Our general evaluator for the day is Toastmaster Deepti Sahani. Deepti Sahani is a technical writer by profession, and she's a mother of two. She loves storytelling, and she's part of Toastmasters Club of Storytellers. Let's welcome Toastmaster Deepti Sahani with a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much, Mohit. So everybody, every time somebody invites you to the virtual podium also, it gives a feel as if, you're going on a stage and it's your stage time. And it really makes you feel, it gives a different high. So I'm enjoying that high, and I don't want to do it alone. I want to call upon my team, which will help me entire meetings from the start, from the time all of us logged into the meeting till the time we log off. That's my duration and my team's duration of evaluating. So first of all, let me introduce you to my team. The first pillar of my team today is our timer. Toastmaster Ashi. The role of a grammarian.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Deepti. Thank you, everyone. And so just before I introduce myself, what role
Until that time, let's introduce the other role players. I see Colonel Prem there.
videos where they are doing lots of both augmented reality and virtual reality. And also last summer, we went through this here in Delhi itself, near NCRT. They have that education Yeah, Toastmaster Mohit Sani and all other fellow Toastmasters ability to play close attention to all speakers, listen carefully to their usage of language. I'll also take note of improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. And today, the word of the day is utopian. Utopian, which means a place of ideal perfection. Actually, it is ideal, as they say. And was pursuing a utopian dream of prosperity. He was pursuing a utopian dream of prosperity. Very difficult. And actually, the antonym of utopian is dystopian. We have to have a utopian kind. Right. We will request each speaker to use this part as when I am called upon to do so during the meeting, and also report on the usage of word of the day. With that, I think, and over to you.
Detailed and awesome description of your role as a grammarian for today. And thank you for a utopian word. All right. I would like to ask for volunteers for playing the role of a timer or the hour counter. One of these roles, I can do it while I do my general evaluation. Anybody willing to pick up either the timer or the hour counter role?
Toastmaster Deepti, just to
Yes,
intervene
Mohit.
here. Toastmaster Deepak would be playing the role of the timer, and
Okay.
the hour counter for the day is Toastmaster our friend, where is he?
Actually, I'm a counter today.
Okay, Suraj is the hour counter and the timer is Deepak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for right. Thank you, Mohit, for the good time intervention. I would have missed calling out Deepak, our brilliant timer on the virtual stage, if you wouldn't have let me know. So Deepak, I invite you to the virtual podium to explain what are you going to do.
Toastmaster Deepti. Yes, I had played the role of timer from last 2 weeks in another role, but since Ashish is not there, so I'm playing as backup for Ashish. So as timer, I'll time the prepared speech, table topics, and the evaluation. I'll the time which they have the left by using the cards, yellow, green, and red cards. So for table topics, the limit should at 1 minute 30 seconds by using green cards. At 1 minute be 15 minutes. I'll use the yellow cards once the timing will be 17 minutes, and I'll raise the red cards at the timing of 20 minutes. For evaluation, the timing should be 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow cards, and at 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. I'll share my reports after the end of the session. So thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you've been playing the role of a timer for a third time, I think it's practice, which is leading you to become utopian. So great indication of the timings. Would you like to share how are you going to play out the cards? Are you going to change your virtual background or share your screen?
Sure. Dipti. So I'll change my background by using
Okay.
the green card. So I change my background as green. I'll change this to yellow once I alert to the yellow timing, and then the red card will be showing here like that.
Brilliant.
So this is the way I'll
Right.
yes,
Thank
show my
you.
cards.
So Techmaster, let us note that when we have speakers for whom Deepak is going to that Deepak is also spotlighted so that everybody can see the change in time cards. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to invite our counter today, Suraj. Thank you for stepping in, or rather stepping up to take the role of an R counter. Please let us know, introduce yourself, and let us know what are you going to do in that role for today.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Dipati. Hi everybody. I'm Toastmaster Suraj. I'm a part of Newtown Toastmaster Club, and I did my BTech from IIT BHU, and I have been teaching mathematics at Vedanta in Pune. And today I'm playing a role of AH counter. So once again, good afternoon, everybody. I am a AH counter today, and the purpose of AH counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch and pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for our used words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for the filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or that means, and at the end of the meeting, I will the number of times that is.
Thank you so much, Suraj. So everybody be mindful. By the end of the report, we'll get to know what is it that we want to add to the way we speak and what is it that we need to subtract from what we speak when Suraj gives his R counter report. Thank you, Suraj. It's the end of the meeting to present an evaluation report. And back to
Okay, so we are back. Thank you, Toastmaster Deepti. Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Deepti and her team. So let's take the meeting forward. Now, the next segment that we have is the prepared speeches. And today we have an icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Saurabh. Before we invite Toastmaster Saurabh, let's invite her evaluator on the stage, who is Toastmaster Mehak. Toastmaster Mehak is currently pursuing her Masters in Commerce from the prestigious Delhi School of Economics. She's also serving as Area Director for Division F, Area 1. Let's have her on the stage to talk about the objectives for Toastmaster Saurabh's speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohit. Good evening, everyone. Our speaker number 1 is Toastmaster Saurabh. He is going to deliver his icebreaker speech. The purpose of this project is for the speaker to introduce and learn the basic structure of the public speech. The speech would be for about 4 to 6 minutes. I would request the timer to please note the timings for the speech. That would be 4 to 6 minutes long. Thank you. I wish the speaker all the very best. Back to you, Toastmaster Mohit.
Thank you. Huge round of applause for Mehak. And now, without further ado, let's call on the stage our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Saurabh. Toastmaster Saurabh, my icebreaker, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Yeah. Thank you, Mohit. Thank you, everyone. So, my dear fellow Toastmasters, ever heard of Mark Zuckerberg wearing a simple being so kind and affectionate to share from his own personal Instagram account the details of the dog adoption? Yes, my dear Toastmasters, you guessed it right. I am a person who get impressed with these simple, kind, and passionate people who, despite having all the tools to exercise power and command control, would rather prefer to have and lead a simple life. I, Saurabh Luthra, really admire such people and look forward to them. Speaking about myself, on personal fronts, there are days where I prefer to have a slow lifestyle and enjoy the stillness of the moments of not doing anything. And on the contrary, there are days I feel a bit more accountable to my own self, which pushes me to perform my duties in a more effective and efficient manner. Professionally, I work along an organization in as a part of their partnerships team, evaluating, scouting, and closing. Toastmasters has been Mohit Sahni sir, who has been an idol figure for me right from the college days. He introduced me to the world of public speaking, wherein he would come to the college, give us lectures, and that inclination in speaking and captivating all of us towards that. So always have the thought
Saurabh, for last.
Oh, really sorry. I'll repeat. One of the key reasons of me joining Toastmasters has been Mohit Sahni sir. He has been a figure that I look forward from my college days. He had inspired me in a lot more manners and captivated my interest towards public speaking. I want you all to imagine the situation where kids are lonely and depressed, but at the same moment, when they go out with their friends, you can see them with a lot of energy. They are and filled with that we all have in our lives. Everyone has their own unique ways to comprehend friendship. I repeat, everyone has their own unique ways to comprehend friendship. And this in itself is so unique that we all need to ponder upon. And the journey of finding friends is so different for each one of us. For some, it goes back to the school days, for some, to the college or the higher education days, and for some, it is on to the workplaces. But finding someone who truly is unbiased, full of hopes, and someone with whom you can share your heart is worth to be called a friend. Friends can be of social strata, gender, caste, but having a golden heart and willingly contributing to your success, to your happiness, are uncompromisable. Now, let me take you to days of laughing without any reason, to days preparing for exams with those friends. I want you all to relish those days and make a worthwhile remembrance to the contributions of those worthy friends. Friends are who dare not think twice before criticizing you for your mistakes, the improper ways in which you dress yourself, but at the same time, coming from somebody else. Friends are one of the treasures in life, which friends in the later part of life helps us to de-stress us. They are our go-to place to discuss things troubling us at our personal and professional levels. Their humor-induced critic words, or I should say, when they want to praise you but not say it directly, is the way of caring by simply asking you, have you reached? Or when they just say, let me know. It really fills up with a lot of comfort that we have someone who enjoy to witness our journey, our lives very closely and wishes to be a part of it. I urge all fellow Toastmasters to, without giving a double thought, with the purest of your intentions, to make friends for our own selves and at the same time respect and celebrate friendship of our friends with their other friends. Respect friendships and most importantly our children because they are also the chosen family they have chosen for themselves. On a lighter note, I would like to highlight the greater purpose of our lives is not to compete, but to compete in a meaningful manner while taking care of people, resources around us, no matter if they bring anything back to us on the table. Let's understand that technology, bigger homes have us in our lives from our immediate ones, and it is surely and really our timely and sincere efforts which can bring us back together in love and harmony. Lastly, I would like to share a short quote to end it that friendship isn't about big things, it's really about a little million things. And having joy in friendship is like reaching to the optimum level. Thanks and all the best.
Huge round of applause for Toastmaster Saurabh. What a wonderful speech. And not only did we get to know what Saurabh is, what he does, but we also got to know the importance of friendship in a virtual world that we live in today, where we feel disconnected. There's nothing that can replace that friendship, that human touch. So thank you, Saurabh, for sharing your icebreaker speech. Let's have a huge round of applause for Saurabh. And let's also take a moment to share with him how you felt about it. Right in the chat box. Share some feedback that he can take back. And while some of us are doing that, Sagar, how did you like Saurabh's speech? Where are you?
I really enjoyed the speech, sir, and being an icebreaker speech, and I was imagining myself, to prepare myself for the next icebreaker speech. I hope next time on the next week. So great, Saurabh, and
Wonderful. Exactly. Yeah. With all this technology and the virtual world, one thing that cannot replace anything is the human inspiration. Like Sagar got inspired by Saurabh, and he is going to give his icebreaker speech next week. There's no technology in the world that can bring that motivation or inspiration. So thank you, Saurabh, for reminding us that we live in a world where human connection is even more important. Now, before we take the meeting forward, Sagar, how about we do input from everybody about how does all this technology make us feel? In one word, if everybody can put it on the chat box, how does all this latest and greatest technology, the augmented reality, the extended reality, virtual reality, immersive technology, how does this make you feel in one word on the chat box? Let's have it come there.
Resourceful, Mehak, wonderful. What else? Advanced. Maybe makes my life easy. Okay. Evolved, Prem, sir. Okay. Amazing. Let's have some more answers coming in. Okay. Let's have at least one of the folk on the spotlight to talk in this word. Particularly want to bring up Manoj. When you say enslaved, can you elaborate that a bit? Why does technology make you feel enslaved?
Don't you think so? Before, sometime before this, every other minute, I feel the urge to open it and see what kind of messages have been floating around. So this is like getting enslaved. So sometimes consciously I have to take a decision to remain away from this device. Though it attracts my attention again and again in the evening to again open it next day morning around 8:30 or 9. So this is how it has enslaved me. Thank you. Over to you.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that, Manoj. Exactly. Yeah, it makes us feel enslaved at times. And then others have some inputs. Diptendu feels how to integrate latest technology in his life. Rahul feels that it is both easy and difficult. All right. Wonderful. All right. We'll talk more about the latest technologies and virtual world, but let's take the meeting to the next segment, which is none other than Toastmaster Nidhi. And Nidhi has been a Toastmaster for some time, and she joined the Toastmasters Leaders Connect Club recently. She's a mother and she is very fond of fitness. Let's bring Nidhi on the stage to take us through the next segment